right, you've created a course, you've launched it, and now what do? How do you turn it into a really sustainable, profitable business? Well, that is where today's video comes in. So I want to talk to you about how you can 10x your revenue. Yes, 10x, I'm using a really big number, but that's because that's what actually happened with me the first year I put this into place. And what is that thing? It's something I like to call the hybrid marketing method. So let me back up and rewind to what it looks like when you first launch a course. You create an incredible course, you launch it, you get that founding group of students in, you're getting testimonials in, everything's like rocking and rolling, you've built out this course, you feel really proud of it, but then what? Now you realize, oh, okay, I need to launch it every time in order to get new groups of students through and make the income I want to make from my course. So maybe you do that for a while, but then living launch to launch, it gets draining. It's a recipe for burnout. It gets, frankly, really unpredictable, because what happens if one launch kind of sucks? Like, you've put all your eggs into that one basket in terms of revenue, and what if something happens? What if a pandemic breaks out in the world and you can't do your launch the way you thought you were going to, right? Or something in your personal life comes up, or the market has shifted, whatever the circumstances might look like, you can't just always rely on the live launch. So then what, right? Well, then you might start to think like, okay, people talk about Evergreen Funnels and sales machines, and how do I create one of those things? And might get really sold on the idea of, creating this kind of automatic sales funnel that works for you in the background. And people like to call those evergreen funnels. This is what we hear a lot about. And I love evergreen funnels. They can be great. They don't need to be like slimy or super kind of like bro markety at all, right? We can create really like a lovely evergreen experience to welcome new students into our programs. But if you go fully that way, and you just decide to do evergreen and you never live launch, well, then you're losing out on some stuff in that case too, because live launches, what they do is they create a lot of brand awareness around your program. They create a lot of hype. They create an opportunity for you to really chat with your audience, create connection, maybe sometimes try out new marketing strategies, all that kind of stuff. And when you just do evergreen, you kind of miss out on those big opportunities for cash injections that live launches can do. And so I often see people in this kind of world that we're in be like a live launching guru, or they're an all evergreen all the time guru. And what I decided to do with my own business, I tested both things, but eventually what I decided to do is bring them both together. And the reason is because then I can get the consistency and sustainability of sales using my evergreen funnels. And let me just also say, sure, there's an evergreen funnel that maybe happens, maybe it's like a short-term thing, like a 14-day style of funnel, but I also like to build out a longer-term funnel, for lack of a better word, to keep making sales with my leads on my email list, but that's a story for another day. So we're going to talk about bringing that evergreen funnel in so that we can get that consistent type of sales machine happening that is going to bring new students into our programs all the time. And we're pairing it with live launches, which create that hype and the connection and the brand awareness and the excitement. And we're bringing them together in the hybrid marketing method. What you can do when you decide to bring these two things together is they don't have to be a replica of one another, right? Like, let's say your evergreen funnel is a webinar plus email based funnel. Well, maybe in your live launch, that's when you can do something new and exciting. Maybe it's a 5-day challenge, or it's a video series, or it's something totally different and fun that you can do to really get people excited about your program and wanting to hop in. And maybe they weren't kind of a webinar person, right? So you can have a mix of marketing strategies that you use to really appeal to the greatest number of buyers and ultimately get a ton of students into your program and see nice big growth in your business. Sounding pretty good, right? The other thing I like to talk about when we talk about bringing these two things together is because people tend to fall into two camps when they are a buyer of a course. Either they are what I like to call an instant pot, which means they're someone who's like actively looking for the solution to their problem. They want to buy today, right? They want to hop in right now. Well, if you're someone who only ever live launches twice a year, if that person is an Instant Pot and wants to buy your course today, but it's not available for another 4 months, they're probably going to go look elsewhere because they're a quick start. They want to take action. They want to get the solution, and you're making them wait. So you're losing out on that type of buyer. The other type of buyer that I like to talk about is a slow cooker. Yes, I named them after kitchen appliances. I'm not sure why. The slow cooker buyers tend to be the ones who maybe they'll sign up for your Evergreen funnel and they'll go through it, but it's too quick for them, right? Like it's too soon. They're not sure yet. They really need to think through the purchase. That's okay. A lot of people obviously aren't going to buy right away, but they're going to stick on your email list. We're going to keep nurturing them, providing them value, creating that connection between you and them, all through your email marketing. And then when you go and you do your live launch, because remember, now that you're using the hybrid marketing method, you are doing Evergreen Funnel plus live launches together. So 4 months later, 5 months later, when you do a super fun, major hype live launch, they already know what your offer is because they already went through your Evergreen Funnel. They are excited and jazzed to hop in during that live launch. All they needed for you to do was open the doors again, right? It's for them to hop in. And maybe there's even a brand new juicy bonus that you're using during this live launch, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds good, and they jump in. So that's how I have really brought those two things together and had them working simultaneously in my business to really allow for a consistency in income every month from my Evergreen funnels, knowing that I can very confidently predict now how much I'm going to make every month through my funnel alone. Because if I know X number of people are coming into the funnel every month through my marketing, it is going to very reliably spit out a certain number of students into my program. So right now, with my kind of main funnel that I have running in my business, I can count on that month over month. And then what the live launches do is they give me a nice big giant boost on those months when I'm running a live launch. And the nice thing is live launches give you a boost for that month. But then if you have people buying on a payment plan, you get that stacking of those payment plans as well, right? So it kind of keeps your months nice and big. Let's say you have a 6-month payment plan. For 6 months after that live launch, you are still making consistent money still from that live launch. So if you were to do 2 a year, you're golden, right? And so this is what the hybrid marketing method is really all about. It's about bringing together the live launch, the Evergreen funnels. Maybe we even do some flash opens or flash promos, right? And really providing an opportunity for quick buyers and longer term conversions to happen as well, and bringing it all together into a really incredible system that feels easy and really starts to work for you in your business and doesn't mean that you have all the pressure on the live launches. I frankly love live launches now because they can feel chill, because I'm not feeling like super anxious about hitting a certain revenue. I can just actually have fun with them. And when you have fun with them, usually it actually means better results too from a revenue perspective. That is the scoop on the hybrid marketing method. That is how I have built a business really with what I consider to be very solid growth year over year. And that makes me feel really confident because it's not just like a flash in the pan fluke that I had one big year. I have been selling online courses since 2017 and have consistently seen growth year over year. And that makes me feel like really solid as a business owner. And that's what I would love for you to do in your business too. I would love to hear from you. Tell me, are you someone who's tried an Evergreen funnel before? Do you rely on live launches? Have you tried to bring these things together before? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. And in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about how to figure out if you are going to create an Evergreen funnel, maybe you already have one. How can you find out if your funnel is leaking? That's what we're going to cover in the next video. Stay tuned.